All right, this is an impromptu video. How many African cities can I name? I didn't know that Ian made this quiz. But I saw it and I was like, okay, I have never tried this before. Um, so I'm genuinely curious. I don't know what to expect. I haven't looked at a map of Africa anytime recently. I haven't studied for this or prepared in any way. Um, so I'm just curious. Let's see what how many African cities I can get. Um, I guess I'll give myself some sort of timer. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that though. Um, I think I'll give myself a well, it's not going to be that many cities, so I'm not going to give myself a timer. I'm just going to see. I mean, if the video starts to drag on, we'll cut it short. But I'm just going to see what I can do here. So let's start with. I always start with the top left, so might as well start in Morocco. So Rabat, that's the capital. A few other Moroccan cities. Fez is a bit larger. Casablanca. Um, and let's see, Tangier. What else? I wonder if the Spanish cities will be counted. Melilla, and Ceuta. Um, Marrakesh. Um, well, Sala. Okay, I was thinking of the Roman colony, but there's some sort of name for it. I don't remember anymore. I'm not great at North Africa. Okay, so Algiers, Iran, and Constantine are kind of the only Algerian cities that I really know. Um, yeah, some others might come up, but in Tunisia, I have Tunis and Sfax, and I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to it. Okay, Tripoli. There's Tripoli. There's Benghazi. Oops, Benghazi. There's a Sirt. Okay. Yeah, spelling might be a problem here. Darna. Oops. Okay, spelling is definitely going to be a problem. Both because of my bad typing and because of the huge variation in how many different spellings there are for some of these cities. Um, I wonder if this city still exists. Cyrene? No. Uh, okay. Misrata. What else is in Libya? I used to know so many more Libyan cities, and I forgot. Okay, let's do Egypt. Cairo, Alexandria, Giza. There's not going to be. It's not going to be a lot here. Port Said, Suez is a city. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare to spell. Sharm el Sheikh. Oh, I got it. Nice. Um, there's that one city that's like 5th of October city or something. 10th of October city. 15th October city. I might be getting it totally wrong. Oh gosh. Luxor, Aswan. Is Memphis still a city in Egypt? No. Um yeah, again I've forgotten so much. Okay, moving on, I guess. Let's go to Western Sahara. So The only city I really know there is Layun. Nouakchott is the capital of Mauritania. There's also, I don't know if Port Louis is. Oh, maybe there's a few. I don't know. Uh, what am I thinking of then? St. Louis? Yeah. Okay. Um, there's Dakar. There's Banjul, the capital of the Gambia. Um, I had some like research projects and some work related stuff related to West Africa. So I used to know so many more West African cities, but it's been such a long time, it just escapes me now. Bamako, Gao, Timbuktu, Sikasso, Kali, Ka, Kaji. What's the name of it's to the northwest of Bamako. Kale. What is it? Kali? No. And then what's the there's Bamako, there's Sikasso, but what's the second largest city in Mali? I don't remember anymore. Hmm, that sucks. Okay. I'm just gonna do those countries here. So Bissau, it's pretty much the only city I know there. Conakry, um, Freetown, Sierra Leone, um, Liberia is Monrovia. Isn't there also like a place called Jackson or Jacksonville or Mount Jackson? What am I thinking of? Jackson Beach? If I type like this, I'm not gonna get anything. Capital of Burkina Faso is Ouagadougou. Then we have Niger. Not Conakry. What am I thinking of? Niamey. There is so Ivory Coast. We have Abidjan, which is the economic capital. Yamoussoukro, which is the government capital. And again, I used to know. Ah, I shouldn't have done this quiz now. I should have like I don't know, done it earlier or reviewed for it or something. Accra, Kumasi. We're doing Ghana now. And moving down the coast, we have Porto Novo is the capital of, or is it Cotonou? Which one is the capital of Togo? I forget. Of Benin, sorry. Togo is how do I not know this? Um Capital of Togo is oh man. All right, well, let's not waste some time. So Lagos is huge. Ibadan is right there. Abuja is the capital. Kano is a big city in the north. Um, oh, Lome is the capital of Togo. Um, I wonder if they count these tiny villages here. Some of these Idiroko. No, I guess not. Do I know any of the other ones? There's like these villages that are the sites of these border crossings. Okay, Port Harcourt is pretty important. Benin City is huge. So Lagos, Idaroko. Sometimes you just have to kind of space out, just like zone out and let it. Um, Oof, okay, I'll do that later. So we're just gonna get what we know, and then we'll start doing the deep, the deep things. Cameroon, we're looking at Yaoundé, and we're looking at shoot, what's that? Port city, Douala. Okay, that's probably all I know. And then Malabo for Equatorial Guinea. Um, Sao Tome is the capital of Sao Tome and Principe. Um, Gabon, we have Libreville, Port Gentil. Um, Congo, we have Brazzaville, Kinshasa, um, Lubumbashi in the south. Uh, so Bangui is the capital of Central African Republic. Capital of Chad is N'Djamena. Um, what am I? Sudan. I meant to say the word Sudan. Sudan. We have Khartoum and Juba, which is the capital of South Sudan. What else is in Sudan? Port Sudan, I think, is the name of the. It's on the Red Sea. And then Ethiopia, Eritrea, we have Asmara, um, Addis, and Gondar. Lalibela. What are some other ones? Ethiopian cities. Man. Djibouti is easy. That's just Djibouti. If I can spell it. Somalia, we have Mogadishu, which is the official capital. And then we have Hargeisa, which is the capital of Somaliland, which is basically an independent country. The federal government of Somalia, the Mogadishu government, has really come back lately, sort of from the brink, because it was like didn't control all that much of the country, and now it suddenly does. So Kismayo is a city farther south, and I guess Kenya, Mombasa, and Nairobi, and let's see. Yeah, there's just so much that I've forgotten. But my brain, as I've gotten older, I feel like my brain has gotten, I feel like my brain has gotten better at not burdening itself with a bunch of memorized information. Because when I was a kid, I just memorized everything without even trying, and my brain got filled up. And like now, I'm terrible with names, dates, things like that. It's so I'm quite bad now with memorization. Um, Kigali and Kampala. What other cities are there in Uganda? There's, gosh, I don't know. So Bujumbura is in Burundi. Um, Dar es Salaam and Dodoma for Tanzania. Is Zanzibar a city? I know it's an island, but I think it's also a city. And then there's going down to Malawi, we have Lilongwe is the capital, and then there's Blantyre, which is one of the few cities in Africa which still has a European colonial name. Blantyre is named after I think the Scottish city or county or something of Blantyre. And there's actually still quite a few Europeans living there. It's there's tens of thousands of whites living in Blantyre, so it's interesting. It's one of those places that kind of avoided decolonization. Um, Capital of Madagascar. Uh, Fiaransoa. No, I think that's not a. I think that's a province, not a city. Darn. Okay, Mozambique. What am I talking about here? Maputo, formerly known as Lorenzo Marques, and then there's Beira, which is still named after the Portuguese city, I suppose. And then what's the one that was in the north where they had? Is it? What am I thinking of? In the northern Mozambique, there was like there were problems, like there was piracy or some sort of rebellion or something. Um, I don't remember. Let's see. So Angola, we have Luanda, we have that's I mean that's pretty much it. I don't can't claim to know any other cities here in Angola. What's it called? The one to the north is Zambia. That's Harare. Shoot. Okay, that's Zimbabwe. Harare, yeah, used to be known as Salisbury, I think, and that's I guess apparently Zimbabwe, and then Lusaka must be Zambia. Um, and then there's Livingston, which I think is still, yeah, it's still called Livingston. Um, Botswana, Gaborone. And then there's Windhoek, which apparently is pronounced Windhoek. Um, or Windhoek. I don't know. Walvis Bay. It's always a balance between, being correct and somewhat staying true to the actual pronunciation of the name, but also like you don't want to be trying too hard. I feel like saying Windhoek is I don't know, it's trying too hard. It's like trying too hard to be Afrikaans or something. Um, yeah, okay. Uh, what is? I'm gonna have to look that up. I swear there's maybe I think I'm totally off actually. I tried every single spelling variation. Swaziland or I guess Eswatini now, which is I think it's so silly. It's it's like saying Switzerland, we're gonna rename it to, La Suisse or something. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Um, so anyway, the capital of Eswatini is Mbabane. Yes, and then for Lesotho, it's Maseru. And then South Africa, we have of course Cape Town. We have I guess I'll go for sort of the capitals, Pretoria and Johannesburg is the sort of major city. Um, we have Bloemfontein, which is I forget some branch of the government is located there. I'm pretty sure. Because in South Africa they don't really have like one capital city. They have Pretoria, I think, is the executive capital. Bloemfontein is the legislative, and then Cape Town is judicial. I forget. It's very funny. Um, and then we have Durban. Oh, gosh, Durban, Port Elizabeth. I think it's what saying the name out loud and typing it at the same time is what just crosses some wires in my brain, and I just can't do it. Kimberly, Polokwane. See, now if I say it after I type it, my spelling improves dramatically. Is Soweto considered southwest? I guess that's part of Johannesburg, maybe. What did I do? Durban, Port Elizabeth. I'm missing some like major coastal cities. East London, Newcastle. Um, uh, Peter. Did I get that? Peter Marsburg. I need to highlight the. Okay, I did get it. Okay. Okay. Um, well, here's a freebie. Goma, DR Congo. I I'm not going to use that one because I actually didn't know that it existed. I suppose it's two freebies maybe because if it's used as the example, it means that there's another Goma in some other country. Peter Marsburg, Nelspruit, uh, Potchefstroom, near Cape Town. There's like so many that I'm missing in Western Cape. Um, oh boy, putting myself to sleep here. I mean, we're pretty much almost done. I don't know actually how much time. It's been about 20 minutes ish. Cape Town and I'm really struggling here. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. So, maybe we'll go back up. Um, I wonder if El Alamein, of course, site of the famous World War II battle, is apparently not. Yeah, it's not there. Is New Cairo a thing? Yes, it is. Okay, I knew it. Alexandria. Yeah, there's a bunch of places in the Nile Delta, but I just don't know. Yeah, the sad thing, the frustrating thing for me right now is that I know that I used to know so many more cities in Africa, and it's just been a little bit of a while since it's just been a while since I've really had any practical use for this kind of knowledge, and so it clearly has just faded. Um, so where are we at? I mean, I'm at 113 right now. Not the worst, but but not great. Segu. Hey, I got one in Mali. Um, hmm. One of the hard things for me about African cities is that they are. I have like very little knowledge or exposure to African languages, and so the names for African cities seem extremely arbitrary. Because in the US, usually the city is either a plain English word like, I don't know, Flagstaff, Arizona, or, whatever, Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm like, okay, it's a fort, or you can, Pittsburgh is named after William Pitt, the governor of Pennsylvania. Washington is named after George Washington. So I have some connections in my head that I can kind of use, but as reference points, in sort of a memory palace. But with Africa, it's just extremely arbitrary. I mean, I know the capital cities, right? And so, for example, Bamako is the capital of Mali, so that's a sort of a mnemonic location in my head. But then there's, everything else. I mean, it's just very random. It's very random, and I have the same problem with Chinese cities. Also, is because I don't really know Chinese. It's very hard, and also I'm not very familiar with Chinese sort of history or just frankly the geography of China. Honestly, just what makes each Chinese city special. Um, Aside from the top 5 or 10, I really couldn't delve into that extremely deeply, and that makes it very hard to remember because it's really hard to remember just an arbitrary list of syllables. Um, Lagos and Abuja and Kano and Ibadan. It's just random. Or it could be. I mean, see, I know Abuja is the capital. Lagos is the largest city. Port Harcourt is oil. Kano is the largest Islamic city. Ibadan, I know because there's a highway leading out of Lagos that connects it to Ibadan. Benin City, I remember because I remember thinking, but it's not in Benin. So, yeah. So for Africa, this is kind of very limited my abilities here in this regard. But I think if I reviewed maybe for maybe just a few minutes a day for about a week, I could probably double this count quite easily because there's a lot of cities, especially in South Africa, in Ethiopia, West Africa as well, sort of the area of Nigeria, maybe even like Guinea and Sierra Leone. Those areas, Libya, basically any place that I've worked on that has had some sort of project in the past. These places are like the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember sitting here right now. So let's look at what we got. We got 114 cities, almost half of the African urban population, which I suppose is pretty impressive, but Africa is also the least urbanized continent, so it's got about 1.1 billion people as of 2020, maybe more actually. Yeah. So we got just over, around 16% actually, if you do the math. Um, and here we go, biggest, best city. So actually, it'd be interesting to see rarest cities. Yeah. Oh, this is a cool stat. So okay, so nobody got Potchefstroom, and I don't know why I remember this one specifically. I just don't. Some animal was located there, or some video that I saw. Lalibela, I'm surprised not many people got that because it's a very historical city in Ethiopia. So, um, yeah, that one's a little surprising. Darna in Libya, I mean, I suppose is kind of not a very major city. I only know it because back when the Libyan civil war was just starting, I actually had a project on Wikipedia. I was the first person to make a map of the conflict, which side controls which cities, and then sort of I would update the map like every few days or whatever. I think this was back in high school. Like I had so much free time, and so I did this, and other people took it from there. But I genuinely was one of the first people to put this kind of map there. Sikasso, yeah, Sikasso and Segu make sense. They're just kind of random Malinese cities that nobody really knows. Best countries: South Africa, Egypt, Libya, of course, because of that project, and Nigeria, Mali. With the exception of South Africa and Egypt, I think is just for historical reasons. Everybody knows a lot of these places, and South Africa is very well connected with the English-speaking world culturally. So I think most people have at least heard of places like Cape Town, Johannesburg, Pretoria, and so on, Durban. So okay, well, the good news is I'm not missing any super obvious ones. I'm missing five cities over 1 million people. I'm guessing they're probably in Nigeria. Um, and I don't want to. Oh, okay. Igbo is a city somewhere, but not where I thought it would be. Where is it? Ah, somewhere in. Yeah. No, no. I'm thinking of, and I also they're the state names of Nigeria. I'm confusing those with the city names, so it's hopeless. I could definitely guess, some words. Yeah, Igbo is the that doesn't count. That was just an accident. So if you do finish and save, they say that last time the comments said that you can. Um, sorry, yeah, the comments say that you can. What did I miss? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. This is actually kind of annoying, kind of embarrassing. So, um, is Gitana the capital of Burundi? What? These, of course, I know, but Gitana, what? What is that? I think that's wrong. Oh, sorry. Did I say Git? I meant Gitega. Um, ah, this is Wikipedia. I just learned this. So in December 2018, Burundian President Pierre Nkurunziza announced that he would follow on a 2007 promise to return Gitega to its former political capital status, with Bujumbura remaining as economic capital and center of commerce. Interesting. Very pretty, by the way. It's like on a hill. I guess in these equatorial regions, you want to be more on the highlands for climate reasons. So I don't understand. Did it used to be? It was the seat of the Kingdom of Burundi. Okay, so like in a long time ago. Um, okay, interesting. So yeah, because I got Bujumbura, but I didn't realize that Gitega was the made the official capital. So the largest cities. Oh, Omdurman is a suburb of Khartoum. I genuinely okay, yeah, I did not know. Mbuji, Mai, never heard of that. Shubra, I'm sure I missed a lot of like Cairo suburbs as well. Matola, Khartoum North. What the hell is that? Kaduna. Okay, I knew Kaduna. That Saleh. That's what I was in the very beginning. I'm like, am I crazy? Salah. Okay, Saleh. So these are ones I actually had heard of but just couldn't remember. Um, Bidabo, never heard of that. Tuba rings a bell, but I don't know. Pointe Noire, maybe I would have gotten that one. Kisangani, I should have known that one. And Bulawayo as well. What else here? Lubango and Huambo, maybe. Mansura, okay, Mansura. Yeah, Cabinda. Yeah, so there's, okay, Buwake. There's a few that I like. So, like I said, if I had some sort of preparation, I think I could have doubled it. But anyway, enough about me. So yeah, hope this was fun to watch. Not as crazy as those quizzes where you get like hundreds of cities or 1,000, but hey, now I know my knowledge of African cities. It's all documented. So I will see you in the next video.